Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I have something really kind of interesting that I stumbled across on the internet, and it is this. This is a replacement frame for your Mobula 6. This is made by R3D shifters. This is the R3d zero gravity frame. And what's really unique about this is it is 3D printed with a carbon fiber fill nylon filament. I'm gonna have to go on a limb and say it's probably nylon X. It's about the most common nylon carbon fiber mix filament out there. And the really interesting thing is, like I said, it is all 3D printed with modular motor mounts. The weight of this frame, as you see it all up, this has the hardware, the bobbins for the flight controller, canopy, all that stuff is 4 grams. Whereas the stock Mobula frame here, that is 3 grams, but that's just bare without a canopy or any hardware. And if you're interested in the, I can't remember the name of this frame. I'll put it like right there. Yeah, I can't remember. This is the same weight as that frame here. I do prefer this frame over this frame. It's way more durable and just doesn't seem to have as many oscillations, at least in my experience. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about this guy right here. So here is my Mobula 6, and if you can see, look at the profile difference between the two drones. This is going to be like a real slam profile. The camera ends up between the two ducts. The battery mounting mechanism here is really nice. Something I've always liked about the Tiny Hawk is the fact that you can kind of toilet tank mount the battery this way, which is definitely better for your CG than going in this direction like the Mobula 6 has you mounting it. So that is another, what I think would potentially be an advantage over the stock frame. I'm going to end up transplanting these parts into this frame, but I'm going to take a few weights on the way. So this weighs 20 grams without lipo, just the way it's set up the way it is. So let's see how much this weighs once we get into this frame. All right, here we go. All right, there it is. Mobula 6 completely disassembled. Some of you more observant viewers might notice that these are different motors than the originals. These are the iFlight Zing motors. These are just way nicer than the stock Mobula motors. I had a motor fail on me on in a race, so went ahead and just splurged and got some pretty nice replacement motors just for funsies. Yeah, all right, so seems like it's better to leave the bobbins in the frame and just kind of bend the frame around the flight controller. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, there's the camera. All right, well, there it is. That was kind of a frustrating build, to be honest with you. Looks cool. It's super duper low profile. It weighs 20 grams, so it's not something you would do for a weight savings aspect, but it is certainly a much lower profile than it would have been. Look how low profile that is. That is just slam looking. Man, it is really neat. I really like that. But that's only half the story. Next is, how does it fly? And will it survive? I don't know if I'll be able to answer the survive part of it, but definitely be able to answer whether it flies any good. All right, let's see. So yeah, this flies pretty darn good. Flies about as good as it used to. Oop. And I don't know. I mean, is it better than the stock frame? Debatable. It's definitely way lower profile. It's definitely a lower profile frame, which is kind of cool. I mean, this is not the first time I've flown. I've flown it a lot, and it has taken some serious beatings. It hasn't broken yet, which is kind of cool. And if it does break, most likely you're going to break a motor mount. Those are replaceable. So it's kind of nice. Would I suggest this over the stock frame? Absolutely.
Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost.
The Meteor frame is certainly a better.
Recovered.
Shut up. The Meteor frame is certainly a better frame than the stock frame as well.
Telemetry lost.
I would think it's a beer mushroom.
RF signal critical. Telemetry recovered.
Oh, by the way, we got sod in the backyard, so it's not a big sand pit now.
RF signal critical. Timer 1 elapsed.
I like it.
Telemetry lost. RF signal low. Telemetry recovered.
Okay, so final thoughts on the R3d Zero Gravity replacement frame for the Mobula 6. Would I recommend it to replace a perfectly fine working quad? No, probably not. Would I replace my broken Mobula 6 frame with that? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is way better built frame. It's a much better design as far as in my opinion. I don't really base that on anything other than it's a much lower profile. The ducts are out of view, so it kind of makes for a better, a more interesting flying experience. I like the fact that you can replace the motor mounts if you do crack those, which I haven't yet, and I have really crashed the snot out of this thing. I do like the fact that you can toilet tank your battery. That makes this thing fly a little bit better, I think, as far as making flips and rolls more uniform. Before, I felt like the rolls were really snappy, but the flips were kind of sloppy because of how the battery was mounted. Being toilet tank, I think it kind of balances things out better. I could be completely wrong, but that's just how it felt. The Meteor 65 frame is definitely, as far as I'm concerned, also a better replacement frame for the Mobula 6. If you do have to replace the Mobula 6 frame, I would replace it with this. But out of all three of these, I do like this. I like how low profile it is. It is a pain in the butt to build. I did not enjoy that process at all. It was mostly the camera. The camera was really difficult to get together. It only goes together one way. You know, the camera's got to go up front between these two little horns. If you don't get that right, it's not going to get together. You got to connect the camera before you put the board in, but that's kind of the same as on this in this frame. But you know, it's neat. It's a really cool idea. I really like it. If you're interested in one of these, go ahead and check the link in the video description down below. That'll take you to their website where you can pick up one of these frames. All right. Well, that about does it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking us out. Please like and subscribe. Most of you are not subscribers. Just checking my analytics. I think it's like 80%. 89% of my viewers are not subscribers. So just go down there, hit that subscribe button, maybe the like button, leave a comment. If you have any questions on this, I would greatly appreciate it. Check out my Etsy store for some of the neat things that I have out there on the market. And as always, we'll see you next time. Stay safe, folks.